Hello world, it is JBob, the video game slob, back with another video of some junk that I picked up from GameStop during their Pro Day sale here. Well, the 4 for 20 is going on. How much of a slob am I? Well, I'm such a slob, I still have it here in the grocery bags from when I picked it up from the store. So let's go ahead and unpack what we found today. Oh my gosh, there's games spilling everywhere. Bear with me, folks. Here we go. Shake it off. Get out of the bag. Look, the bag's stuck to it. That's how much of a slob I am. All right, here we go. Will it ever let go? All right. So as many of you may know, GameStop is doing their Epic Quest. And so part of their Epic Quest is if you bought enough games of a certain dollar amount, they would give you a $10 gift card. Well, they gave me 2 of them, so I used my first one today to get the Steelbook Yakuza Kiwami Steelbook edition there. As you can see, really nice. So I picked this up for $8 with the sale going on right now for a Steelbook PS4 game, and I love the Yakuza series. $8, yeah, no brainer. All right, so let's go on to like what else we were looking at. What did I get from the $9.99 or less 4 for 20 sale? Putty Squad. Many of you may recognize Putty from the Super Nintendo like I did. It does not sound like it's going to be the best game ever, but it looks just like the Super Nintendo. And so if you love retro, if you're like JBob, this was a too good to pass up kind of a game. So we went ahead and snagged that one. Speaking of retro-styled, anything 8-bit graphics always suckers me in, although this looks a little more 16. Cladden returns. This is Senguka by NIS America. I am also a sucker for anything NIS America, so this just had to be picked up. Yeah, for $4. So basically, if I haven't said this before in the videos, it's 4 for 20 games, $9.99 or more, but with my Elite Pro discount, that means I'm really paying $16. That's 4 a piece. Earth's Dawn, Rising Star Games. This has a really interesting mechanic from what I looked at online, so it sounds like there's a lot of repetition, but usually I'm down with that. You know, I don't always have the time to get through things linearly, and I double back a lot, so fine with me. World to the West by Sedesco. I mentioned Sedesco in the previous video. This does not have a soundtrack, but it is a Zelda clone, it sounds like. And I shouldn't say clone because it does have updated graphics. It is an Xbox One game, but very similar playstyle and feel to Zelda. And so anytime you talk about games like that, it's like, yeah, that's a no-brainer for me. Pick that up. Troll and I got trolled on. I got this because I thought, boy, that's unique. I love the art style. Who hasn't fallen for a sexy cover before? But underneath the game has a bunch of bugs and flaws from what I've been told. So this was probably a strikeout. It was only $4. You know, I guess you bite the bullet sometimes. You can't win them all. Battle Chasers Night War. Now, this one did have some positive reviews. Again, another THQ Nordic game, if you remember from my last video. So probably the print run's going to be pretty high out there. But battle, crafting, exploring, turn-based JRPGs, RPGs, dungeon crawlers, that's me all day, especially for $4, fam. I'm not going to pass that up. So you'll remember I picked up Dungeons or Dungeons 2? I don't know what it was on the PS4. I think this is Dungeons 3, if I'm reading that right. I don't know a lot about the series, and I got the other game yesterday, so I still haven't had time to play it. Extremely Evil Edition, so you're getting all that junk with it too. I hope they're different games. I think maybe it's a sequel. Maybe it just has more DLC. But as you can see, spellcasting, hacking, slashing, action-y, adventure-y, real-time strategy, all that is JBob, the video game slob. Now, here is the gem of the bunch from what I've seen online and from the people I talked to at GameStop. So, God Wars Future Past, again, NIS America. I'm not going to sleep on those. I'm not going to miss that. You know you're not going to catch me slipping on this kind of stuff. So, apparently, this is, and I did not realize this, a Katagawa Games venture here that got put out. And so, apparently, like it says, steeped in Japanese tradition, you can save the souls in this game that are actually from real life. Now, obviously you're not saving real souls, but based on actual people and actual real people that lived. So a very interesting concept. I've been told it's not fully fleshed out, but the gameplay itself is very much like a Fire Emblem, that kind of thing. So I'm super stoked to play this. This is going to be first in the deck, so I'm not sleeping on that. And so I picked up an extra game that I got yesterday. You might have seen in that video, depending on how these all get posted. But essentially, I traded that into a local game store. And so he's pretty cool. He always hooks me up with these really weird comics of video games, because I love collecting anything down here in the museum. You'll see more of that as we make more videos. But the Adventures of Mighty Max Game Players Comics, this has tips and tricks in it. You'll see Ocean down there. You know, you recognize Ocean if you played video games in the 90s. So here's the comic that goes with the video game. I really dig this stuff. And so we can go through a collection or more of this stuff someday. Free Comic Book Day always seems to have video game comics. I do not believe I have this Tomb Raider. I have not checked it out yet. So he said, hey, I have it. I said, yeah, it's me. Hook it up. So let's go. And so, boy, those are some crazy assets on the cover here. And so we'll just pan out from that over to the PC wall and just say, I'm out. See you later.